This year, I decided to become a perfect artist, a perfect creator. And I thought, what should I do for it? I need planning. And I thought if I've had a system, like if I will draw every day to be an artist, if I will spend time for my blog, it will work. I was so sure. So how it started? At the start of this year, I realized I want to develop myself as an artist and as a blogger. I think these two kind of professions, they link to each other, and it will help me with my growing as a art lecturer, artist, and blogger. And I didn't want to make abstract goals like I just want to be an artist, I want an exhibition. What do I need for this? And I even read a book, 12x in a year. Maybe you know this book. What I liked about this book is you have system and you know what you should do every day. And I took idea about spreadsheets. I even make this. And my goals was simple, like spend time every day for art when I have free time, and spend time on blog in same day. And it turns out that in 2 weeks I felt empty. I tried to implement this system to my 2 weeks. In these 2 weeks I didn't even touch my art, because the first part of the day I spent time on my blog. I started blaming myself. Oh, you're too lazy. I'm not a real artist. Real artists should draw every day. No. I thought about, no, I should not think like this. And I decided to think about this more. I get the problem was not in discipline or inspiration. And sometimes people in the art field, they say, okay, should have discipline and that's all, you will be great. But the problem is in energy. Especially art is like wave. When you spend energy on it, it will get back. And I take a look into reality. I counted how many hours I spent on my blog, and it turns out like 7 hours. It can be 7 hours a day. And I remember the time when I decided to translate a video from Russian to English about Pinto Art Museum. And I thought, okay, it will take about 2 to 3 hours, but it takes 7 hours. 7 hours, can you imagine? And after this, I blamed myself. Oh, you're too lazy, too lazy. I spent 7 hours for one video. So the problem was not in discipline or in inspiration. It was problem in my system, about my attitude to my energy. I've decided, what if I change the system to myself? So my problem is I act like my energy was unlimited. Energy is a resource, just like paints or canvas or art materials. It's the same art material. If your battery drained by work or study, you can't give your energy to your art, and art can't give you energy because you forced to it. And you can't make it by forcing yourself. So what I offer is find your real windows when you have energy, and sometimes spending 2 high quality hours per art is better than you so tired spend time on your art like 15 minutes a day. I changed my attitude to it, and I changed the system, and now I call it extrovert week and introvert week. On introvert week, I go to my studio and I make art. On extrovert week, I record my video. Yes, as you mentioned, now I have extrovert week. The most surprising thing about this, that in my blogging week, ideas about art start becoming naturally. Ideas about what materials I would like to try, what experiments with it, and so on. Even now I'm thinking about the dog I met. She was so beautiful. Sorry. And the energy becomes to build in advance without force. And I'm really excited to my next art week. My conclusion is simple. Find the real windows when you have energy, and sometimes it's better if you spend like 2-3 hours per whole week than 50 minutes when you tired, when you don't want to make art, when you find these windows, when you have energy, when you have wishing for it, you can make it. So remember that you have the right find the system that works for you. We're all different. We are not the same person. We have different types of jobs. We have our own responsibility. You can change system to yourself because you can manage your life. 3, 4, 5, 6. This English things, like for me, it's still uncomfortable to record video on English. I recorded million times, and even now I feel shy. I feel like I record the video and I can't, and I'm freezing, and I freeze, and I when I like in real life I can talk English, but when I see camera, it goes wrong, and I'm really afraid to make a mistake. So it takes a lot or a lot of time. Yes, great.